Connect with Amitava Mukherjee, the Chairman Managing Director at NMDC, to talk about the quarterly performance. Will there be a continued increase in prices? Let's find out. Thanks so much for taking time out. Mr. Mukherjee, to begin with, although your revenue has declined sequentially, you have maintained your margins at 37%. So can you tell us what the outlook is for the rest of the year?
Q1 to Q1, actually, our revenue has increased by around 11%. So that's a good sign. And this has been mostly not due to the prices, but due to the volume. As you see that our volumes have grown substantially to around 11 million ton in the Q1, which is the highest ever Q1 since inception, both in terms of production and in terms of sales. Margins, of course, the pricing pressure has always been there because this Q1, the prices have been at least around 30% lower than the Q1 of the previous year. But because of the volumes, we've been able to maintain our margins, and our EBITDA margins has also been close to around 40%. So that's a sign, that's a matter of satisfaction that despite the pricing pressures, we've been able to sustain both the volumes and the top line as well as the bottom line. So that's been the satisfactory part of our Q1 performance.
Sure. What's the outlook then on coal and coke prices, and consequently will margins improve further from the current 37% mark?
I hope so, because as the volumes go up, you see this is a fixed cost industry. As the volumes go up, our cost of production keeps coming down. So to that extent, yes, our EBITDA margins is likely to improve as we are able to increase our volumes. And as you know, that we are looking at anything between 47 to 49 million tons in this financial year. And hopefully we might even touch 50 million ton if things go right. So with the increase in volume, obviously the cost of production per ton comes down very, very substantially, which of course will give a positive effect on our EBITDA.
And how confident are you of achieving your guidance of 50 million tons of iron ore production for FY24? What will be your medium-term iron ore production target, say, over the next 2 to 3 years?
The 50, though, obviously 50 million ton, though, we will touch hopefully this year itself. We don't have to wait for next 49 or 50. We should be able to touch this year. You see, there are 2-3 factors that are why we are confident. Is one, the Kumaraswamy approvals have almost come, except for one. I think we've got the EC, so the production capacity goes up from 7 to 10 in Kumaraswamy in Karnataka. We have a 2 million ton capacity project going on in Bacheli, which will be commissioned by 1st of October this year itself. And there are we are also working 365 days a year, so that will give us some 2-3 million tons, as well as few of the mines which were working 2 shifts. We'll work them 3 shifts. We are putting in additional manpower and additional equipment to enable that. So taking all these factors, I think 50, 51 in the coming 50 this year and around 52, 53 next year should not be a problem. However, going forward, we are looking at around by 2030 about 100 million ton. We are investing in that. So the investment has just started. We are making 2 screening plants. They would cost us around 4,000 crores. One is already halfway through. The other at Karnataka, we have just tendered out. So there are a lot of capacity augmentation plans that are underway, and some would be coming in stream in the next 3-4 years. So around 100 million ton, along with our subsidiary, which is the NMDC CMDC Limited, both together we should be able to do 100 million ton.
Right. About your Nagamar plant right now, we believe it's commissioned. Could you throw some light on the total cost incurred? When will the core scale up production?
First is, of course, the blast furnace has been commissioned. We have lighted up the blast furnace on 12th. We expect the hot metal to come out in a day or 2. And then we'll be taking it to the SMS and rolling the plates, rolling the coils. So I think in another 3 or 4 days' time, the entire integrated operation will start and we will start commercial production. This is one of the most modern plants, and whatever products we make would be premium products, which will carry a premium of around not less than 5,000 in the market. So in the first year, we are planning around, that is the H2 of this current financial year, we hope to reach around 1 million ton. We have a problem that we don't have a lime dolo plant that has not yet come up as yet. So we are depending on purchased lime and dolo. Despite that, hopefully by next year, we should be able to do going forward at least 2 million ton and break even in around 9 to 10 months time. I think that is that is what we hope.
And is NMDC looking to acquire stake in NMDC Steel at all?
There are talks that around 10% stake would be offered to NMDC, although formally such communication has not been received as yet. But as and when it does, of course, we'll look at it. Obviously, we do not mind taking a 10% stake on that. So let us see what the offer is. As of now, the firm offer or any concrete offer is not there. But yes, we've been sounded out, and we'll take a call when the formal offer is made.
Right, and any timeline that you could share with us with regards to government's disinvestment plan? When will the bids be invited? JSW Steel, we understand, was looking to participate in the bids. Could you throw some light on all of that?
You see, this disinvestment process is being run by Deepam and not us. But we are a part of the process. So what I understand is that against the UI, several offers have been received, and a lot of people have shown keen interest in buying the plant, which is very obvious because this is a very state-of-the-art plant. There's no doubts about that. But the timelines would exactly, I will not be able to speculate on that. But I do can assure you that once that this commissioning is done in the next 3 or 4 days, the pace of the process would be substantially picking up. That is what my understanding of the situation is.
Appreciate your time. Thank you for joining in and giving us a view on how things are shaping up at NMDC.